On today's podcast, I'm going to break down my most recent workouts, also some wrist pain. One of my clients faced some wrist pain, and some exercises you can do to address that. Today is Wednesday. It's the date. It's the 19th. Flip the camera back over. It's the 19th. So on the 17th, I did a workout. I was kind of sore. And I wanted to give my body a rest, and I didn't really want to lift, even though I was kind of scheduled for myself to lift that day. So I decided to just do a cardio kind of workout and a dumbbell workout. And so what I did was I put a timer on for 5 minutes, hit the heavy bag for 5 minutes. I was also testing out some kickboxing gloves and under wraps, some quick wraps. So when I start my gym, I know what to recommend to people for the best performance and keep their hands safe and a better experience. So I was doing that, still trying out stuff. But anyway, I did a 5-minute workout or a 5-minute timer. Just making it up as I go. Picking a technique, doing a couple reps, like 10 jab crosses each side, jab cross roundhouse 10 times each side, jab cross hook cross 10 times each side. And then we'll go into a freestyle. Then I will work some kicks. I didn't do any spinning kicks. I didn't really feel like being super explosive and doing a lot of jumping. So no spinning kicks, just kept it to front kicks and roundhouses. And then after the 5-minute round, I would do a dumbbell workout. So I was using 20 pounders and I would do 10 squat presses. So I have the dumbbells sitting on my shoulders. I would squat down, and as I come up, I'm pushing the weights through the air into the sky. You can tell I'm trying to describe it right as you're listening to the podcast to get a good visual. So I'm squatting down, I'm pushing the weights as I'm coming up. I'm pushing through, like I'm raising the ceiling, then I'm blasting through the ceiling at the top. And then after I do 10 of those, I do crawl out push-ups. So I get on the floor. My knees never touch the floor, but I start down, or I start like I'm crouching, and then I crawl all the way out into my fully extended push-up position. I hit a push-up. I crawl back as far as I can. Do it again. I do that 10 times. And then I stand back up. I grab my dumbbells, both of those, and I'm doing dumbbell swings. Now, just like a kettlebell swing, you do with the kettlebell swing, but I'm doing dumbbells, keeping it sharp, crisp, quick, driving through the hips, hinging, not leaning over too much, but driving the hands back as far as I can and keeping my core super solid. At the top, I make sure I'm not leaning backwards. I'm standing straight in a neutral position, we like to say. And I'm doing that 15 reps. So 10 squat presses, 10 crawl out push-ups, and 15 dumbbell swings. I just do one round of that, and I go right back into a 5-minute kickboxing round. And I do 4 sets of everything total. So 4 sets of 5 minutes on the bag into those dumbbell workouts, 4 rounds. And then, man, that was a good workout, good sweat, just what I needed. And then yesterday, I did my deadlifting. Worked that, did 5 sets. No, my bad. 3 sets of 280. 5 reps on the deadlifts. I would rest in between sets. Nothing after that. I didn't do any kind of like arm workouts or anything like that. But typically I do like to stretch my shoulders, work on some thoracic spine mobility while I'm doing that. But I just decided to just rest. And then after I did my deadlifts, I went into landmine shoulder presses, had 65 pounds on there, felt really good. Did 3 sets of 8 on each arm. Between each sets of those, I supersetted it with single leg box steps. So I was holding a 45-pound dumbbell, 1 foot on the bench, and just lifting off the ground, back down, lifting off the ground, back down, so I can still work my hamstrings, fire up the legs, get a good leg workout. And again, so I did 3 sets. After I did that, I went into trying to remember. Let me look at my board. Oh yes, I went into lateral tuck jumps. So I stacked plates on top of my workout bench. I think I had like 4 or 5 plates. This is all on Instagram. You can see it. I posted it. There's a video of it from yesterday, last night. But it's about mid thigh level, and I'm doing 4 jumps of that, and then I would rest. Yeah, rest and get right back to it. Do another 4 sets, and then finished with incline chest pressing. I did 3 sets of 10, going up quick, down slow on the eccentric to get more hypertrophy and muscle time and attention for my chest and arms. And then I finished it with just 1 round of kickboxing, just to get some, a workout and some footage up for content. And that was a good workout. That was a really good workout. So, a common injury that can come up as a trainer, you'll see wrist pain when you're working out. You can come across wrist pain. And yeah, you can get wraps and things like that to help support the wrist, keep it strong. But you also want to strengthen and figure out the root of things. And sometimes wrist pain is just coming from, improper workouts, doing technique incorrectly, or just not having a strong enough wrist and the muscles and ligaments and joints, in that area. So some of the exercises we can do here, I'll go through 9 of them. Wow, I'll go through 9 of them. So first one you can do is a mobility wrist extension. That's where you're going to be standing up and you put your hand down on the table or something flat and solid. You can be on the ground. Just have it elevated so you have enough height to get into the leaning position. And then you're going to lean into the wrist. Hold that there for about 10 seconds. Relax. Do 3 sets of that on each side. The second one you can do is a wrist flexor stretch. That's when you have your arm straight out in front of you, like you're receiving candy in your hand or coins, right? You're reaching out, you're extending, and your palms are facing the ceiling. And then you grab your fingers with your opposite hand. You grab your fingers and you pull your fingers down towards the floor as far as you can. Hold that 10 seconds, 3 sets each side. Third one you can do is a wrist extensor stretch. And that's where, you're reaching out like you're about to do the Macarena this time. Or if you were to walk like Frankenstein, you got your arms out in front. So you have one arm in front of you. And then you're going to grab, or you're going to twist your thumb. Sorry, you're going to twist your thumb to the floor. And then you're going to grab your hand with the other hand, of course, and turn your fingers away from your ear. That's a good way to do it. The third one you could do is, we're on the fourth one. The fourth one you could do is a wrist extension, focusing on the concentric part, meaning upwards. You grab a dumbbell, you're sitting down, you rest your forearm on top of your knee, have your hand dangling over your knee. And then you want to come up slow with the dumbbell and then bring it down, right? So you're coming up slow. You're coming back down. Use something light, 2 pounds, 5 pounds, something light, just to give it enough tension to get those muscles working, those ligaments firing up. And then you can do another one where you flip your hand over and you focus on going down and then back up. So you're hitting both sides of the wrist. The next one you can do is Supination Pronation, meaning up and down. So you're getting your hands dangling over. You're going to be holding the end of the dumbbell. Like there is an end, right? They're both the same. But you want one part of the dumbbell end, or one part of the dumbbell in your hand. The other part's hanging. And you just turn your hand all the way over. And then you come back around. So you want your palm to go facing the ceiling. And then you want your palm to go facing the floor. Do that 10 times, 3 sets each side. Another one you can do is a radial deviation. So think like you're holding a hammer. Your hand, again, arms on your knee, hand hanging past the knee, and think like a hammer, right? Think of a hammer. You're coming back and forth. Boom. Coming back and forth. And then what else we have? I'm actually giving you 10. We're at number 9. You can twist it. With this one, you can use a rag. So you're going to grab a rag. You're going to roll the rag up together. Like roll it to a stick. And then you bend it like you're trying to make a letter U. And then you relax. You bend the towel like you're making a letter U. So you got a hand on each side of the rag and you're bending it to make a letter U. And the 10th one you can do is grab that same rag and twist it. So one hand is twisting forward, other hand is twisting back, right? Like you're wringing it out, like it's wet. You know how you wring out a wet towel or rag, and you do that. That's really good for the wrist. So that was my workout. That's some chat on wrist mobility. Let me know if you guys try these exercises. Let me know if you want a video on these things, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for listening.